Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mimi Edutains, a perfect mix of education and entertainment. I'm your favorite host, Hamidat Ahmed Ishmael. So today's episode was supposed to be about motivation, because I kind of planned out what January episodes will be like, but yeah, I guess we just have to change one or two. So today's episode was going to be about motivation, but I moved that to next week episode. So we're going to be having that next week. I feel like this is the first time I'm saying what the next episode will be about. No, definitely not. But yeah, next week episode is about motivation. Yeah. But before we get into today's episode, for those of us who listened to our last episode about the get ready, reset, refresh, I don't even know what the topic is about again. But yeah, for those of us who listened to that episode, just like last week's episode, I said something about I want to enter a room and I want people to already know what I do. So I think because of this challenge, I decided to do this Abva 1 minute challenge. I'm not sure exactly why, but I guess that's like the major reason. I met someone at the bus stop this week and I know this person, but like I never told the person like I host a podcast show or whatever. I just know this person from an event and we were talking about random stuff and he was like, "You have a podcast, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, this is what we want. Our dreams are already, coming to reality. This is exactly what I want." And I'm like, "Oh yes, I have a podcast. I host a podcast." And he's like, I asked, "How did you know?" And he was like, "Oh, he saw something on Instagram. Then he like checked out my podcast show and blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, "Ooh," like I was so happy. I was smiling and like, how do I put it? It seems very small. It doesn't seem like a very big thing, but to me, it was a lot. I was so happy. So this is what I want. This is what I want by the end of this year. This is what I want to tell you guys by next year. So yes, let's get right into today's episode. Today's episode is me reciting a poem I wrote in high school. I did this poll thing on Instagram saying if we wanted recitation of my poems, blah blah blah. I haven't written in like forever, like I don't know, because I thought I didn't write well. I thought my writings, my poem writings were just ordinary. But when I posted that 1 minute thing I did, and it's still ongoing. So please, you guys should please like, comment and share that post. We still have to the end of this month, so I get what we want. But yeah, when I posted that, a lot of people messaged me privately. A lot of people told me that, oh my god, they liked it, that I write well, blah blah blah. So you know what? I'm like, let's start this. So I'm just going to be reciting different poems I wrote in high school in different episodes. It's not going to be a series per se. It's not something that, okay, I'll tell you once, or should we do that? I don't know. I don't want to promise what will not happen, but I was thinking maybe, you know how we're going to be having 4 episodes every month? We could have 2 episodes of me reciting poems. I don't even have so many of them, but let's see how it goes. And why I don't want to do that is because I would have to start writing, and I don't think I have that time. I know how people just randomly sit and start writing stuff, but I don't have that time to randomly sit. I have a lot of things doing right now. So, but let's see how it goes. But for now, until it's official, until I tell you guys that, I'm going to be having 2 episodes of just poem recitations in a month, then we can say it's official. But for now, just once in a while, I'm just going to be the episode I release is just going to be about me reciting a poem. So today's poem is a poem I wrote for Independence Day in my school. So we always celebrated Independence Day in my school. You wear your different attires, they have different presentations and everything. If I can remember, I think I presented this. If not, I think I just wrote it and I never presented it. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But I wrote this for Independence Day, and I decided to recite this particular one because of what has been happening in Nigeria. For those of us who do not know me, let me do a little bit introduction. My name is Hamidat Ahmed Ishmael. I'm 17. I'm a Nigerian. And what else about me? I host this show, yes, and I think that's all we have to know about me. But yeah, I'm a Nigerian. So I have been at school at University of Manitoba, Winnipeg, Manitoba, and that's it. I have been seeing a lot of things happening in Nigeria, like rise from like the sisters Nabiha and her sisters, then the explosion in Ibadan. Then there was one video I watched of how like these guys that were kidnapped were released. Like, one, is it Air Force or Army people? I don't know. I'm not saying facts here. I'm just saying things that I have seen online, and I felt really sad about everything, because if I can remember, some things very similar to these happened last year, like beginning of last year. I don't know, of sad news here and there. And I'm like, you know what? I wrote this because I wasn't happy. I'm not still happy about like how the state of Nigeria is, blah, blah, blah. But I just feel like it's like the best time to recite something like this to everyone, right? So here goes my recitation. The name of the poem is Are We Really Set Free? That was what I titled it as. That makes sense. I don't know. That's because it's about Independence Day, and Independence Day is about freedom, right? So the question is, are we really set free? So I'm not putting any emotions. I don't even think I know how to do that well, but some people said I did that for like the 1 minute thing I did. I don't know, but I'm just going to recite it, and I hope you guys liked the recitation, and I hope you guys liked the poem. Thank you so much. But yeah, here goes nothing. How ludicrous for we Nigerians to think we are independent. How ridiculous for we Nigerians to imagine we are autonomous. How absurd for we Nigerians to study ourselves are self-reliant. Aren't we the giants of Africa? Some will question. Yes, indeed. We are Africa's only giants. We are the trigger of Africa. A nation highly blessed with natural resources. A nation too strong to be divided. We are green for our agriculture. We are white for our peace and unity. But today, I guess I'm green with frustration. Now I am white with unsatisfaction. Waiting for the Nigeria of old, longing for her to get back her dignity. We want back her integrity and her modesty. The strength, gallantry, and pride is what we desire. Really, we say we are autonomous, independent, and self-reliant, when like starving lions we run to China for financial aid. With hesitations, our debts are being always paid, whatever. Ever imagine how kangaroos hop? Check out our inflation rate. It flies year by year like it got chicken wings. We Nigerians have certainly been charmed by the scripts that aim to define us. But how will we know when we think like ostriches? We think we are still full with beauty and riches, when we can't even see how our name has been stripped off. How far behind we are in technology, education, and production. Oh, sorry, my bad. Did I forget to mention how corruption and greed rule our country? Or how inequality, terrorism, and kidnapping has become a norm in our society? We say we've been set free. We are independent. We are resilient. Yes, just like peregrines, we travel so far just to get employed. You might already be wondering why. Please stop all the wonders. We aren't in Wonderland. We are in our own fatherland. My fatherland, your fatherland, our fatherland. But I will tell you, for you need to be aware. No more job vacancy. No job again. Yes, there are no more jobs for our dear graduates. Oh, Nigeria, tisumio. Unemployment, poverty, a problem. Bad governance, insecurity, another wahala. And later, they will all say we are free. We gained our independence. Which independence? Is it the one that youths can't protest in peace? Or the one that our government lied to please? We need to rise up and stay strong. Put down our load of corruption. We need to stay awake, because I know we are Nigerians aren't fake, because we are the trigger of Africa. Happy Independence Day. Thank you. So yeah, I guess that's all. I was just reciting it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I feel like this poem is really relatable, because it talks about how people are being kidnapped. It talks about how we are only basis, we are debtors, we do it to pay. talks about how most people are unemployed. Like, I saw so many graduates from University of Lagos now, how like they've done so well, blah blah blah. But like these guys, let me just put quote unquote, if they don't have connections, these guys are probably going to stay at home because of no job and what's not. It talks about how the inflation rate, how things are getting so pricey. It talks about different things, how our leaders are not even helping situations and what's not, how far behind we are in technology, education, and production. I feel like these things, I wrote it back then, like I think I was in grade 11, or was it grade 11 or 12? I can't remember when exactly, like what particular Independence Day this was, but I wrote this like about a year or two back. I wrote it like 2 years back, and it's still happening. These things are still happening. It's not even no change. Like it's not a lie. So I don't know what to say. I'm not a motivational speaker. I just decided to share this based on what is happening in Nigeria. I'm so happy that Nabiha and her sisters have been set free, and I pray that the family are able to what's it called? Is the word overcome the trauma and their loss? It's not overcome. I just think the family are able to heal from their loss and the trauma. Yeah. And if you're one of their relatives, I pray that God will continue to strengthen you. And we all love you guys. And yeah, that's it. Well, I mean, I meant to say if you're one of their relatives listening to this, you never can tell. I want to say I love you. God bless you. And I pray God continues to strengthen you. That'll be all for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Okay, I said I was going to stop saying guys because I feel like, how do I put it? In our own culture, guys should be used for my age mates, right? And I feel like older people are also listening to this. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode. And stay tuned until our next chapter. Stay curious. Stay tuned. God bless you. Bye.